That Jesus says, you've heard it said, don't kill. I tell you, don't hate. And he gave godly content in an authoritative manner because he spoke as God. Jesus was mighty in deed, yes, but also mighty in word. Sometimes I may be tuned into the heartbeat of God real well. And sometimes I may be doing things right and seeing things right and treating things right, treating people right, treating circumstances right, treating myself right. Sometimes I may be right there. And then sometimes I may not be. I may be listening to the worry, the doubt, the fear. I may be doing the exact opposite of what I ought to be doing in times of faith. So here we are in coronavirus. What a great chance to grow and be group 4. We can hear and understand and think about God. We can let our roots grow down deep by finding refuge in God during these hard times. We can focus on what life is about beyond security, beyond pleasure, in hopefully ways that if such things come back to us, we can still survive, and we can be that profitable soil that produces a crop. My advice to you is no different than it would be to a high school kid who asked me, hey, what wisdom can you give me being an old guy? My advice to you is find God, learn of God, walk with God, embrace God, cling to God. Because as the psalmist said, with God we shall do valiantly. It is He who will tread down our foes. God did not make you and I as chess pieces, where God's the grand master sitting at the board, telling you where to go, what to do, how to do it, and then making you do it. It's just not the way He did it. He didn't make us chessmen. He didn't make us computers. God made us in His image, which means we can make legitimate choices. Now, the problem is I may have a choice to make on how I live, but I'm not strong enough to live and do the things that I'd like to do. Furthermore, there are circumstances outside my control. And God says one of the ways you can determine whether or not things get done is by invoking God's power. So I invoke the power of the Almighty, and I do that through prayer. I come to Him. So as we look at today, and you look at what you're facing, I want to urge you just to stop for a moment and think of 3 things that are really important. I mean, important in the eyes of God means important to you, but also important to His kingdom. And think of 3 things and take it to Him in prayer. That's your video thought for the day.